Hello, good morning, and welcome to number 15 of 112. And we will be changing the pace here completely. So, where number 1 to 14 relied on our breathing, and we focused very much on that, and then detaching from the real world and then reattaching it slowly. Number 15 is about listening. Now, what is listening? You hear something, fine. You might even remember it, fine. That is hearing. Listening is when you feel it. That's when you felt the words of the other person, or the words or the sound. So I'll give you a few examples of that, which is very important. And then you can kind of build up a picture of what it is inside your own mind. So an example or two examples would be, if I were to hear a sound far away and very close, the two effects of those sound on me will be very different. One of them might not even bother me. The other one, if I'm very close, that same sound would have an impact and I would hear it deeper within me. That's one example. So try and understand what the two differences are. Another example of listening is when someone speaks to you. Now we say we're listening, we're hearing. Listening, or the real listening, would be the ability to take the entire emotion of the person of what they're saying. So that would be complete listening. So we don't listen in one chunk or hear things or not hear things. It's not a black and white scenario. There is an in-between. How much you listen, how much you feel of the emotion being delivered to you, that is listening. What you've heard doesn't matter. Hearing is simply factual. It applies to business, not to spirituality. Continuing on, one who is adept in listening to the unstruck sound in anahata, which is uninterrupted like a rushing river, attains the supreme state of Brahma by mastery of shabdabrahman, the form of Brahman as sound. So what this is saying, let's have a look at what the word anahata means. Anahata is an interesting concept, word, phrase, idea. So we're going to look at it as an idea. In Sanskrit, anahata means unhurt, unstruck, and unbeaten. So what kind of sound is unstruck? What kind of sound is unbeaten? We always think of anything to require, if sound is required, we have to knock it. Something has to hit it. Particles have to collide, and hence the vibration is created. But there is a sound underneath us. That sound is the unheard sound, the unstruck sound. So what is that sound? That is vibration itself. Vibration itself is a sound. We cannot hear it, but it's always there. The earth is vibrating, you're vibrating, your desk is vibrating. Everything in the universe vibrates, and that has its own sound. And this is what we're going to be looking for. Anahata is associated with balance, calmness, and serenity. So why does it mention these three things as well? To give us an idea of this flow of vibration that is around us. So how do we do this? How do we get into this unstruck sound? Where does it come from? What does it sound like? Okay, so when we are meditating or in a state, let's go back to number 14 or 13, pick any one of them, any meditative state. Just have your ball. Once you're in that ball, you're going to create a sound. Now that sound can be a like that. Okay? People use Om. See the vibration? It's an easy one to use. The trouble is, we don't want to be saying Om, Om, Om all the time. We can't. We're going to run out of breath. So, once you said it, you can carry that, or try it a few times. You can carry the sound. You have to feel the sound now. So, when you say it, feel what it feels like. Feel the state that you're in with that sound. And then, after that, keep the state, let the sound go. I hope that's making sense by now. That we are again reversing manifestation. Okay, so give this a try. We're going to pause the video now. Thank you and welcome back. So the results, let's go through that. My results were a feeling of other things, the world around me. It felt like I was part of it. I could hear it. I could feel it. Sounds were more distinct, individual sounds. That was the feeling I got, that there was disharmony, but it was also part of me. So the how and why. Now, because everything vibrates, every single thing down to the Planck scale, if you want to look that up, once we attune to that vibration, we are going to feel like we are part of it and it is part of us more. Another way of saying it would be, I can feel the object a bit more. I feel its energy. You may not feel it individually, but you may feel that energy as a group of energy. And as you focus more, you'll then feel the energy of that particular item as you want to. So, but that is a connection to the real world. So we do need to practice both. This is a very interesting one. Do practice it as additional information. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Bye bye.